What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 196 of the Cheesy Controller Podcast. I'm your host, Anton LaPlatte. Joining me, as always, we have the Mecha Stardew Valley, Chris Montalbano.
NVIDIA, you pulling some bullshit.
We got the most degenerate squid in the sea, Jalen Roberts.
You're expecting me to have faith in Disney now of all times.
And we got the Ray Trace do-rag from Drew Devon.
See, a character like Jury, she just wants to dominate you.
We got a jam-packed episode for you guys this week. We're going to be talking about Cyberpunk, GTA 6, Street Fighter 6, Valkyrie Elysium, and Vampire Survivor. So yeah, what I do with YouTube Live stuff is channels like Nintendo Directs, Square Enix stuff, Atlas stuff. Like, there are certain channels, like, they will just have a thing in my recommended. It'll be like, oh, we're going to be live in 13 hours or whatever. And I'll just set a reminder to that. And even if I don't watch the live thing, because I actually do get a notification about that, unlike anything else on fucking YouTube. I'm like,
YouTube's notification system is dumb as shit, right? If we're being 100 here.
Yeah.
Like, it either just straight up doesn't work or it'll notify you about every little fucking thing.
Well, yeah. The live works. That's the only part I can definitively say. Every time I've told it to notify me of something going live, it has done it.
That's cool.
But a live tab would be good.
Yeah. That's the thing about it is I don't have a way to actually look and find myself, discover that next streamer I'm going to like.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I don't that, you know, I can't just browse, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go to browse.
It's
go
like
to live
Twitch,
panels,
Twitch has the live
low to high
on lock, and then like YouTube has the in-house video just on stock, the VOD, if you would.
That's
like,
true.
They got those shits on lock.
YouTube as a streaming service isn't that, like, that's the thing about it is, like, watching a stream on YouTube is not that bad.
It's not actually
that bad.
It's
straight up comparable to Twitch.
It's just not it's just not as fluid and as optimized as it is on something like a Twitch, like you said.
Yeah, the searching
look over to the left, and it's like, okay, all these people are live right now. I can
right. Well, I think that's like Jalen was saying, all they need is a live tab. Like, because I follow enough podcasts that do go live, and I will see that they're live. But like, to watch other streamers, that if YouTube as a platform is trying to take people who stream on Twitch and come over to their platform, that would be a necessary thing to have, like a separate tab just for streamers.
All right. So to be fair, under their Explore tab, which isn't your home tab, like under Explore, right at the top, live is one of the categories that's just there.
Okay.
So it's not deep hidden.
Yeah, it's 2 clicks. I see.
That's still 2 clicks though.
Right.
But
we know that's 2 clicks too many.
Right. Because from the home page, I can have 1 click and be watching something. So, and that something has almost never been live from the YouTube homepage, you know?
But this is also the weird thing is I want to say that exact functionality exists on the PlayStation version of YouTube.
Yeah. I mean, like, even going into, like, say you are on Twitch and you want to watch someone stream a certain game. I just looked up Stardew. That I'm automatically going to get 90 million videos on what to do in Stardew. I click the filters. I don't see updated. It's like uploaded in the last, like, however so time. And then you that's not, you like got to go, and then you're like, features. Okay, this one's live. So you still got to like kind of go through things just to find the live stuff. It's not just like
right. But then also you still have to search up a specific game first. Like you can't just go, oh, that person looks like they're wilding in chat, wilding on stream. Let's see what they're going for.
That's true. I don't know. That, I mean, it is hard for YouTube because they are two they are started off as one platform for people to make videos and content. That has what has YouTube been for, God, that was hard. YouTube has been for since it was created, and now it's trying to do the live thing, and now it has to kind of have two different forms of media coincide.
Well,
but that's the thing about it, is you're not really having different types of media coinciding. It's literally just like you have this. It's literally, hey, the VOD is live, and then here's the VOD.
Well, I mean, that's not 100% true, because people who make videos that go on YouTube are curated for people to watch it later. They're not made for people to watch it right then and there.
Yeah, but sometimes you're just going to go on YouTube to watch the VODs because you missed the stream because you were doing shit.
Well, yes, that is also true.
I've watched Maximilian Dude's like Twitch streams like twice ever, but I watch like every YouTube video because it's always in my recommended. I'm like, I'll watch some Street Fighter 6.
Might as well drop that sub at this point.
Oh yeah, I did. I dropped the sub. Doesn't mean it's not
I did too. I try to keep my subs as melanated as possible. But eventually I break down and I follow other people on YouTube. And Maximilian Dude was one of them. Like, I watched the Street Fighter vid. It's like, yes.
Hey, his boss rage is fucking hilarious.
Tell me how it feels. I must know.
But yeah. So, I guess that'll bring us to the Twitch side. Because I don't really think YouTube is more than just two types of media trying to coincide. It's images.
Really three.
Like, it's really...
Because they just started... They just let you start to monetize shorts. You can monetize shorts now.
Yeah, that's true.
Shorts, you can monetize live. You can monetize like actual like video, typical YouTube videos. And then they also have like... Have you ever scrolled on like your home screen on the mobile version and seen like posts from YouTube channels?
Sometimes they'll post memes or even like questionnaires and shit like that.
Yeah, and I've seen like there's this dude Wolf Den that I follow that does a lot of like emulation handheld like hardware stuff.
Yeah.
And I've seen him just post a picture of like, hey, this just came in the mail. Expect a video soon.
Which is sick.
Right. But like YouTube's a lot of different types of media all in one place. But the primary thing you're going there for is what you typically think of as a YouTube video, where with Twitch, I have never gone to Twitch to watch a VOD of something like...
Unless my friends are like, yo, that stream yesterday, I'm like, all right, bet.
Even then, I'll just be like, I may watch a clip.
We have the clips.
But outside of that, but yeah, you go to Twitch for the live content. You don't go to YouTube for the live content. Even though they have the live content, it's not front and center in the way Twitch is.
And I think that is the problem.
You just have to change your perspective on it. Because if they shoved it down your throat a little bit more, maybe more open to watching it.
Kind of like how they did the shorts. Like, the shorts are good.
I refuse. Like, I've
interacted with the shorts.
Yeah.
They run the gambit because some of them are literally just, hey, this got up. The person who uploaded is like, yeah, I uploaded this from a TikTok account to the Reels, double dipping. But then some of them are actually pretty good short form content. That like they're literally just actually decent short form videos.
Yeah.
And they're not really designed to be as like reactionary. I've seen a lot less reactionary bullshit make it into shorts. Usually it's just clips of... For a good while, my short recommendations were literally just clips of fucking Penny Dreadful to that fucking Sigma Grindset beat.
I get the shorts that I do get served are like clips
Penny
from
Dreadful.
podcasts. So like I watch MKBHD videos, and I used to listen to the Waveform podcast. But I've kind of fallen off listening to it. But I'll see shorts of like, hey, here's what we thought about the iPhone 14 or whatever from their podcast. So it's content that's not directly in the video. And so.
Yeah. I like short. I mean, like the little fast recipes that you can get are kind of like, that's what mine's are always going to be recipes,
That's
retro
Instagram
gaming, and
for
like.
me. Instagram is always trying to teach me how to cook something.
Yeah, Instagram's like, yo, you want to know how to make fucking Kentucky lamb chops? I'm like, I'll watch the video.
I mean, yes, please.
That's true.
And it all started when I followed First We Feast, and then from there it just kind of.
Instagram is funny when it teaches you about cooking because it's mostly like, what is this like very common cultural thing that like a culture has been cooking for years, but white people finally found out about, and now it's big. Kind of like birria tacos. Like it's been around for a very long time, but now everybody's making them.
Yeah, but then also it's not just that, but also people are starting to make money off of them. Because remember, the
Right.
whole reason why tacos were thick as hell with like 5 ounces of meat in that shit, like them tacos would have like 5-6 ounces of like food, herbs, and deliciousness in them, is because, you know, you got to have that immediate eye value. I got to be able to look at them and be like, yeah, that's a fair amount of meat. I'm going to get a good meal out of this.
Right. Exactly.
You know, that's the reason why. That's why I never liked calling a culture's food ethnic food, because you're trying to
only say that to be offensive.
Yeah. Like I'm going to tell you right now, I only call European food ethnic food. That's the only thing I call your ethnic food at this point.
It's different.
Because ethnic
Maybe
food
eating
sounds
some
good,
weird
though.
But it's mostly but it's also like it kind of informs what kind of a restaurant you're going to. Like if you say, "Oh, I'm going to a French restaurant," you're thinking,
I'm like, ew, gross. Get that bullshit out of here.
Some money. You're going to spend the money. But if you say you're going to go to any sort of ethnic restaurant, you know, you're expecting to spend like 20, at most 20-25 a person.
At a French
not including
restaurant?
drinks. Huh?
At a French restaurant?
No, at an ethnic restaurant.
Oh, that's true. You
So
As
I
a
don't
colored
have this
restaurant.
problem on Instagram. Oh shit! Because it just shows me like black chefs making different food. So I get a lot of Caribbean dishes, like Caribbean vegan dishes too. So there is this one white guy in like England, I guess, because he's got an accent. But like the food, that vegan food that he's been making, like the tofu, I'm like, all right. I'm like, you all right. I'm not going to follow you, though, because Instagram is just fucking ridiculous with their
suggestions.
page. Yeah,
Because
it's
let's be
like,
honest here.
I just want to see the people I know, not these
It's
fucking
because Instagram
ads
is designed to show you ads. Like Facebook is an ad company. It's designed to show you ads. That's why it doesn't want to show you content. That's why they were like, yeah, we got rid of the whole like latest feeds where all your friends and stuff show up because you use the DM function for that more. Because you don't put my friends on my doggone feed.
Right.
I hate when you follow somebody on Instagram and they put them in the priority in your stories.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, there are people whose stories I watch.
They are new to this.
And then I have to
Is that
go
the
out
like
of my
best
way.
friend thing where it goes green?
Yeah.
That's the close friends.
Yeah.
Oh, the close friends. I've seen some people
That's
who've
what-
done
that's
that,
what you-
and I was like,
That's where you post Schmeat.
the people will put you in close friend. I'm like, I don't even talk to you.
So wait, does
That's where you go to where your coworkers can't see you talking shit about them.
you
That's
go.
honestly what close friends is. I don't want my coworkers to see me talking shit about them on Maine, but I still want to talk shit about them on Maine.
Because the people I want to hear me talk shit about them are on Maine. So
right?
Right, that's where I post my really dank memes because like my niece and nephew follow me. But I'm like, man, y'all fine. y'all dead person post worse shit than me. So
Oh man, I
Ads.
my dad
I'm not constantly dating
constantly
anymore.
tries to follow me on social media, and it's just like a hard nah, bro.
damn. Yeah, I don't blame you. Crank the soft block. The perfect parry.
Be like, my Twitter's not out of pocket because I'm an internet person, but
See, that's why Twitter created the circle. So you could talk shit
yeah, I'm not like
on main.
using any of these. I need to probably use close friends because I feel like that might tell the Instagram algorithm whose stories I actually want to see. So I'm not getting like fucking.
And between you and me, when you have that green circle on your story, people are more likely to click on it because it's like, oh, what's this?
Mm-hmm.
He only wants so many eyes on this. What is he hiding?
Right. So
And then it's a rant about their coworkers.
I feel like
Are you talking from recent experience?
This is not targeted. No, I've been trying to stay off of social media more.
I respect that. I mean, yeah, I don't have the Twitter or Instagram.
I set my slider to 1 hour for that, for Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. I spent today on Pinterest.
Yo, dog, Pinterest hits.
the Shonen Jump app is where you need to hit. You've exhausted.
It's been most of my. At this point, it's between Arknights and the Shonen Jump app. And my Chrome browser. Because there's some mangas that I like that aren't on the Shonen Jump app that don't actually give me a convenient way to read them on the phone. Fucking manga companies.
Right. Obviously it works because Shonen Jump Viz has just been rolling in it lately. And
not just that, but then also it's like if you let me read the shit and get attached to the shit, I will buy the shit. I haven't even actually sat down and read Succubus and Hitman yet. I got of all the volumes available.
Oh yeah, I just got a new volume of Spy Family, so now I have 4 volumes.
Heck, now that I think about it, I got to put in my pre-order for volume fucking 4 of Sakamoto Days. That comes out
Sakamoto Days
next month.
Is like being mentioned in the right conversations for me to get into it. But I really Days if I dedicate any more time to manga, it's going to One Piece.
You can catch up on Sakamoto.
When did you say you were gonna have it done by?
Did I put a hard deadline on myself? If I did, I lied.
I could have sworn you said damn. I could have sworn you said 1 month.
Oh hell no! There was no way he was going to catch up in One Piece in a month.
Physically impossible.
Not possible.
You can do it. You can do it before the year's over.
I want to go back to. I'm not going to listen to our old episodes. Which episode that was to time? Yeah, I swear to God, it was like 1 month.
Let us know if you listen to this episode.
Maybe 1 year, but that requires me to start it.
You said 1 year. You are in a healthier place than you were before. A month ago.
A year? You can finish it way sooner than a year.
6 months. 6 months if you read it like you did Dr. Stone, like 6-7 months.
There you go.
Because you put effort.
You pick up. And also, you picking up where you left off on the anime.
Here's the problem. Dr. Stone, I was working at a job where I could read at my job. I cannot read at my job now. So that, if I could read that's where I started reading One Piece. At that job toward the end.
The dilemma is old as time.
What am I reading?
Being able to read on the clock.
Right.
That's a good time.
It's un-American. Actually, it's probably American.
It's one of the most American things. Getting paid for something you're not actually doing the work. That's pretty pie. American.
Mm-hmm.
Baseball, apple pie, and screwing someone over with capitalism. The American way.
Gotta love it.
We were on a manga thing, but then Nia started barking, and I was definitely going to transition to Cyberpunk Edgerunners. So
we're back to capitalism fucking you over.
Actually, yeah. Speaking of capitalism,
there's nothing more cyberpunk than that. If anything, it's a better setup. Because that's all I could think about. The rage that burns inside of me was like, yeah, you don't have the package for, furthered healthcare. So
that's the thing.
Suffer.
So Cyberpunk Edgerunners, 10 episodes, Netflix, Studio Trigger. Watch it. Like, that is my it is the highest recommended show for me right now. Like,
it's honestly, in my opinion, it is one of their best works.
Yeah.
Nice.
And that's saying a lot for me, a trigger junkie.
Right, that's a lot. Right.
I hadn't even thought about it as like, because I compared it to Promare because it's the fucking like rainbow blonde kind of gradient hair shit.
It's the short haircut. It's the short fucking.
It's the bob on
It's
a bad
the fucking
bitch.
rainbow bob. That's what it is. It's the neon bob. The trigger
That's what it
special.
is.
Right. So
Someone has that
They're
in
here
every
for it.
trigger show.
Along with the rooster hair.
Right.
Right.
And sometimes the dude is jacked. He's either cool as fuck or jacked. Or both.
Right.
Or both.
Can they be both?
Yeah.
A lot of time, actually, most of the time, they're both.
Yeah.
Most of the time, they're both.
Even when they're not jacked, spoiler.
See, Kamina was a cool guy. He wasn't jacked though. But he did like draw his sword for about 5 minutes one time, and I thought that was the coolest shit ever. He monologued the whole fucking thing, dog. That shit was hard. He doesn't even know how to use a katana. He just fought off of pure charisma.
This is what happens when you're a warlock and you're able to swing off a charisma, 8 strength, 20 charisma.
Cyberpunk.
The story would suck if I died here.
Isn't a katana a dex weapon?
Yes, but if you're blade
you
pack,
got
you can turn
5
any
decks,
weapon
though.
into blade pack. You can turn any weapon. You can make any weapon your blade pack weapon. So you just turn that to your blade pack weapon, make it scale off of charisma, and once again, I can't lose because then the plot would suck. Plot armor is a D&D build. It's called a blade pack warlock.
Oh man.
And then you get like 3. Then you get a couple levels of fight. You get like 2 levels of warlock to get blade pack, and then you finish up with fighter because in the storyline you got to learn to fight. And then you get action surge, and then you can attack like 5-6 times in a turn.
That's not broken.
Kind of like if you had a Sandevistan.
But that's fire.
Right.
That's a good build.
Or if you wanted to make it even stupider, though, technically, you could go. You could add, instead of going fighter, you go monk, wave the astral self, so you can get a stand, and then turn your hex blade weapon, your packed weapon, into a monk weapon. Because I'm pretty sure Freer Blows works with monk weapons. So then you can Freer Blows with like 2 extra set of arms.
You lost me like 5
Fucking
minutes
wild.
ago, like absolutely no
Wild.
cap. I was looking at the screen.
I use the power of my imagination.
Look, if you have if you have enough charisma, the plot will let you go burr. That's everything I just said.
Yeah,
That's literally
that's like
Edgerunners.
Yeah, that
in
makes
a
sense.
nutshell.
that's like this cyberpunk shit. Like I fucked around on, speaking of YouTube, I watched one single YouTube video. Watch me use my David Martinez build, and I was like, yeah.
Oh, I've been playing
You get the
Cyberpunk.
gorilla arms, the Sandevistan, and you just go out here.
The Sandevistan is in game.
Yes, there's multiple actually. You can get the military grade one. It's got like a 15-second cooldown, and then you're supposed to do some other shit, and you can get the cooldown to like 3.
This game sounds
so you
too
can
fucking good. I'm too busy for this game to be sounding as good as it's sounding.
You get the gorilla arms, and you just fucking push up to somebody. Goof, 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 goof. Fucking, it was like, you can run up on a car, beat the shit out of somebody driving, beat the shit out of somebody hanging out of the car, and then go back to what you were doing. And like in Edgerunners, like, I'm like, okay, this shit's fine. There's also a Lucy build video, so I'm like, I'm like, oh fuck, oh, don't tell me. I'm about to start playing Cyberpunk.
All right.
I'm saying
I said if the anime was good, I'll do it because it's going to give me that. It's gonna give me that thirst.
This anime is so solid. It has somehow redeemed the fucking Cyberpunk. The game Cyberpunk got redeemed.
There's a couple things going on
because this anime is that fucking good.
There's one, since people who played it who were burned are like, wow, this destroyed my expectations of it. I know what this game is. And you take a break, you get this shit here. They did the patches, and it's like, all right, I'm here for it. And you go in, it's like, I know what I'm going to get. It's not going to burn me again.
and
then
that's
you
basically
get
what happened.
pleasantly surprised because it is running smoother. Probably more so how they intended, but still they oversold it. So that initial
it's not just that they oversold it. The biggest mistake of Cyberpunk, they
made it sound like you can go in there and design your own cat.
No, you're right. The biggest mistake of Cyberpunk
they didn't even give us sliders.
Yeah, the biggest mistake of Cyberpunk was the fact that it was on PS4 and Xbox One. That game was never going to run on that shit in the first place.
Right.
That's why there's not a single actually. That's why the most closest thing to immersive sims we got on console don't actually have that many. Like, you either have a lot of combat options or you have a lot of RPG options. You have one or the other. You never get both because the console can't handle that. Maybe the current gen PS5 Series X, maybe. But those games have never worked in their full capacity on console.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so.
And the moment they started going to console
gamers don't know how to use it.
Out. It's not even because they don't know how to use it. It's more because of how much power.
Right? Yeah, Chris gets it. He's like, yeah. You see, I had to build this ROM myself.
Like, that's the thing. That's how much power those things need. Like, those types of games need. Like, honestly,
why do you need so much power?
You just need an extra GPU.
Oh,
you need two hands.
4090 is a thing.
Oh.
Yeah, it is a thing.
Yeah.
And it's expensive.
I didn't really understand.
No,
that.
do we want to talk about the bullshit that NVIDIA is doing?
Can you plug it in to your body directly?
I mean, we're here for the vibes.
No, we have
is
not
it going to cause cyberpsychosis?
We have not yet. I will say, I have mixed feelings about the whole way they handle cyberpsychosis and things like that in Cyberpunk games, because the whole entire point of that, at least for the RPG originally, was the fact that it's designed to comment on how are you supposed to destroy a system that you are so reliant upon, because you need all this stuff to go with your cybernetics. But then it was just like, nah,
how
cybernetics
far
make you
have
crazy.
you made it in Edgerunners, Jalen?
I have not started watching Edgerunners yet.
Oh.
I'm talking about the game and the RPG, the stuff that it's based on.
Well, yeah, I think Chris, you would fucking really enjoy it. It's 10 episodes, like 20 minutes. Here, look, I'll give you the compliment that this show that will hook you. The music is so good.
Watch the opening one time, you would be sold.
Okay.
Fucking British indie rock for your fucking oh man, Franz Ferdinand.
Of course they had to. That was basically who actually did the Samurai album.
Ooh. Okay.
Wait, Franz Ferdinand did a Samurai album?
When did I say Franz Ferdinand?
Franz Ferdinand?
No, I said
the composer.
I said the composer of the Samurai album is a British indie rock band.
Oh, well, no. The opening of Edgerunners is a song by Franz Ferdinand.
Mm-hmm. You say you don't know.
So if you love me. Even though that's the only Franz Ferdinand song that comes to my head. You know I'm here waiting for you.
Na, 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 na.
Remember when MTV had freaking made a music video for that? Music freaking, what was it? Revenge of the Sith off freaking PS2.
As a person who grew up without cable, I have no idea what you're talking about.
MTV back in the pre-only reality days would sometimes make music videos or commission music videos to be made in like game engines and like other random stuff.
Yeah, people do that now. We are OFK. I don't know if I talked about this. Angelina and I played the first episode, and it's just a straight up a show. It's like 45-minute to an hour long episodes, and I want to go back to it because like I enjoyed the threads they started in the first episode, but apparently it kind of like tanks later on. But at least it's like a set time commitment because every time you can look at the runtime of the episodes, and even when you pause the game, it's like the pause interface from like Netflix or whatever. So, yeah. It's decent.
I'm fuck with it.
Yeah. But yeah, Chris, this show, Fully Cooley vibes.
Hell yeah.
Music. There is not a single song.
I just started listening to the episodes.
Let's not sell them something else. This shit is dark. This shit is dark.
No.
Cyberpunk. It's actual cyberpunk.
I'm talking about just music wise.
It is okay.
Wait,
all right.
Is the OST called "I Really Want to Stay at Your House"?
What? No.
Maybe.
I mean, that's what it's saying. I'm looking through it. That was a really good song. Whatever song I was just listening to.
This fire. Is it the?
It was fire. No, this is the ending. Ooh.
Oh, the ending
wait.
is good.
They have it on Spotify.
There's a whole ass album apparently.
Let me.
Just
I don't want no damn
here
Ed
on Apple
Sheeran.
Music. There's somebody named Hellwalker that made a song called Edgerunners 2022. That's all I get.
I will say half of this playlist is just the Cyberpunk 2077 OST.
Hey.
Huh.
Not complaining. I mean, heck, it even got Night Call by Kavansky in here. Okay.
Nice.
They got my boy.
All right, so I guess we'll talk about Vampire Survivor because that
game's crack.
That game is.
It looks like crack.
I got a new build too. I've been. Ooh.
How far have you gotten in the game, Jayla? Now that I have context,
I want to say I have like 5 maps unlocked. I'm trying to get one of the later secret maps.
Nice.
Okay, yeah, I had a feeling there were secret maps because like
there's a map that I'm trying to access that gives you a character that's basically Guts from Berserk.
Oh fuck, that sounds great.
I'm trying to find
sounds
that.
really fucking great. Because the game,
Guts, you say?
I started playing Vampire Survivor on my Steam Deck last week. I think probably after the episode, and I inadvertently played 4 hours straight. It is just a really good game. Steam Deck is perfect for it. That's the thing with Steam Deck. So now that I'm a week in. I've had it for a week. If the game has a demo on Steam, let me play it on the Steam Deck. It's not that hard. There's games in my Steam library that I can see in my Steam library on my PC that I can't see in my Steam library on my Steam Deck, even though it's the exact same account. And so it just kind of bothers me. I can't play the She Dreams Elsewhere demo, and I can't play the Spiritsy demo. Just isn't working. So I'm getting to the point.
I just want a quick question. Are the games that are doing this mostly like demos?
Well, I've had straight up
Deck verified.
So deck verified things, everything that's deck verified, I haven't had any issues with. Even things that are like deck compatible with like the yellow icon, because you can go to the Steam Deck like website and check the compatibility of your library, and it'll tell you what's verified and what's compatible. But there are some. So I've tried a few things that they said straight up don't work, and they kind of worked. They opened and didn't just die immediately. So there's that. Because I've had things on my Steam Deck that I'm just like, open, Steam logo spins, takes me back to my library.
Damn.
So, yeah. It's been interesting messing around with it, and I've just kind of gone through my Steam library and just been like, I'll test this out. I need to clear some space for Rocket League because I just want to like test out Rocket League on it.
Mm-hmm.
See with that frame rate hitting on. I tested it with Radix ultra wide monitor. That was really cool. The interface,
the ultra wide.
yeah. So like because he uses a computer like a MacBook, he has a USB-C dongle that was delivering power to the Steam Deck, connected the Steam Deck to the ultra wide, and I think and was putting sound out of the speakers through the one USB-C port. So that was cool. And then Radic was just essentially holding the Steam Deck, playing the game. I'm thinking you're nodding along to me. Chris is just sitting here listening to the Edgerunners soundtrack.
Anton's up here painting a picture as Radic cradled the Steam Deck. I could see the glow of the ray traced HDR. But you're not even listening.
Downloading Cyberpunk, trying to commit crimes to the new Kavinsky album. You bastard!
I'm describing Rocket League. This is your shit.
I don't
It went
have
for
any
an
Resident
aerial
Evil
shot.
games on Steam.
I do miss Rocket League.
I mean,
I'm sure it misses you
you
too.
can
I
play
miss
it
who
on
I was.
PlayStation.
I don't miss who I was.
Yeah.
But part of me
Toxic
misses
Chris?
who I was.
I'm about to get real toxic in about a month, dog. I don't know if I'm prepared for it. I'm a new person.
You're a new person?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Alright.
What's happening
I
in
don't
a
want to be
month?
making the same old mistakes.
That's fair.
You don't
need
know
to
what
do that.
happens in a month?
Well, I mean, a lot happens in a month. It's October.
Oh yeah,
A lot happens.
A lot is happening in a month.
Specifically,
Right.
what happens in-
I'm going to SF. next month.
Hey.
Okay.
Sir,
Yes, sir. Okay.
it's gonna be fun.
That's going to be fun.
But yeah,
I'm
there are a
gonna kick it
bunch
with
of
the
demos.
Bay Area homies.
Yeah, kick it with the
Hell yeah.
buddies. You got to. Gots to.
That's too.
You'll get to
I'm
meet
going to
Pierre.
demo that space.
Camel just somehow be in Atlanta while you're in SF.
Damn, just missed you, bro.
Weird, ain't it? You went to the Bay. I came to Atlanta.
I went to the A. You went to the Bay.
Sorry, Fly Richie. I just had to do it. So a bunch of demos dropped. I haven't gotten a chance to play them because, like, I've seen all these
Played
demos
them
drop.
both.
There's a third one. There's a Star Ocean demo. It's a Square demo. I don't know who it.
Oh, no.
It's free.
Maybe I did see that. I'm trying to
It's
think if
free
I saw
Square,
it.
It's several hours of a free Square Enix JRPG. So,
Yeah,
How
so
much
what,
do you
like a
actually
bunch of
get to play?
cutscenes?
well,
Yeah, right.
the DL Chronicles demo let me play like 3 hours of the game. And the
Yeah,
I still
Valkyrie
haven't finished
Elysium.
my
I
2
played like
hours.
2 hours of it.
Yeah. So multiple hour-long demos.
Yeah, I'm sure it's fine. I'll get around to it.
Yeah, Valkyrie.
Now, Valkyrie Elysium, I can talk about that one. That shit is pretty solid. I'm definitely more sold on that one than when I first saw like the trailer. I was like, all right, this game is whatever. You know, is that a Black Dragoon baddie? All right, cool, sign me up. But like actually playing the demo, it's cool. I had a few like issues with it at first, but I'm like, I think hopefully they resolve them as the game progresses, and damn sure like as you level up, you can unlock a double jump, you can make your movements more fluid, stuff like that. I'm like, all right, cool. So I see this combat system is going to be more like expansive. Like you have the magic, and then you have your little summons that also do magic.
Is it
It's like
action,
elemental based?
turn-based? Like what's
It's
another,
action. It's
compare it to another
like-
JRPG that's not Valkyrie Profile Lilith. People are like, it's just like that. I'm like, I haven't played that.
kind of like
either.
kind of like the Tales games,
Tales.
like
So
the
did you play
Tales of.
Have you done Tales of Arise?
I did the demo for it, and I
was a
played a
demo.
little bit of Tales of shit. The one
Vesperia?
is like the dude Vesperia?
Vesperia?
It's like the black haired dude, and then his wolf has a pipe.
No clue. Deontay's probably screaming at his podcast player right now
What
because
console
Deontay
was it
is a
on?
fucking Tales fan.
Oh, I don't know. I played it on Switch, so that tells you
I wonder
that
if
tells you all you need to know.
Tales of Arise has looked good. I feel like I've missed.
I think the main character is Yuri.
Oh yeah, I think that's Vesperia.
Vesperia.
Yeah,
Sure. Let's go with that. But yeah, that's kind of what it feels
black-haired
like. 'cause
samurai looking boy.
Yeah.
If
that's
Kirito
a-
was less of a shit and was actually good at things,
no,
can you
because I don't want
name
to compare
Tales
him to
game?
Kirito at all.
Nope.
Just say Tales of,
Tales
and
of the
then do
Borderlands?
something the area, and
Tales
you
of
would nail it.
Batman. Tales of
Tales.
Arise.
Tales of Rockman.
Tales of. Ooh.
Tales from
Tales
the
of
Borderlands.
That's what I said. First one. Tales of the Borderland.
Tales of Vesperia.
Vesperia, Brazilia,
There's
Zesteria.
Zesteria.
Someone say
That one's a
Tales of Our
little
Lives.
zesty.
Symphonia.
Days of Our Lives.
Vesperia. Vesperia.
As a JRPG, that would be
That's
That would
like
sell
the
at
various day life.
5 copies.
It would.
I need Square, so apparently Various Day Life was already out on Apple Arcade. The other Square games that are Apple Arcade exclusive, they need to go ahead and bring to consoles. There was the one that Cam played on stream that was on Apple Arcade that looked good, and I was like, I'd play it on I have Apple Arcade and don't want to play Apple Arcade.
Just play Apple Arcade.
You don't want to just like open up your iPad?
So you'd
my-
rather go pay for it on console than
I'm in a
just
sad
open up your
place
phone
in
and play
the
it?
Apple ecosystem. Both my watch and my iPad are both too old to get updates.
Oh no.
They got you right where they want you. They got you
Right where they want you.
And they're like, "Oh yeah, this new event just came out. We're cranking out
Didn't
more
they
of the
just
same,
drop a
baby."
new watch? Didn't they just drop a new watch
Yeah.
that's supposed to be all extra fancy?
You're the target audience
Is
for
it
the new
the-
watch. No, you don't want the Ultra.
Apple Watch Ultra?
Yeah, no. The Ultra is a hot,
That shit is a
definitive
fucking,
fuck no for me. Dog.
Is it really that big?
fucking Ultra on your.
I'm about to
It's
be out
just
here
like
with a.
super hardcore. I don't go diving. I go hiking on trails.
Yeah.
Like I'm never going to need to set a waypoint
Is that what it?
in the wilderness to get back. Like
Yeah, it's for people who are hiking. Like
Yeah,
I'm doing.
the only
I'm
thing
doing the
that is-
Appalachian.
You're never
Trail.
gonna want to like go hiking in the Grand Canyon.
I mean, that'd be cool.
No, I'm not going to be hiked where I can be hunted for sport, Chris.
Right.
First of all,
Jalen's throwing out some
I don't even
valid
think
points
it's
here.
like that. Look, I'm
Says
not
you
trying to go.
until you're
I was
hunted.
over
It's
in that
never
area.
like that until you're hunted
I
for
see a
sport.
lot of us.
There was what mountain lions?
I go hiking in a nature preserve in the hood. Like that's the amount.
It's contained, you know.
Right? It's not going to be like no fucking psycho serial killer in the woods because it's a
Bro,
dude's
psycho
pit
serial
bull.
killers are everywhere.
It's a dude's pit bull barking at me because I can see dude's backyard. Like
You got bigger. You got more dog related things to worry about.
Yeah, Yeah,
Right.
that's the
You're not
most
gonna be
dangerous
hunting me
issue.
at 3 p.m. on a Saturday afternoon
In the middle of the city.
in the middle of the hood. Not even just the
Oh
city.
shit!
Like straight up off Cascade. It's not happening.
See here,
The
we've
Grand
made it to the
Canyon.
long road of Cascade. We're gonna hunt the deadliest game.
Oh no!
Grand Canyon, ain't nobody about to find you, dog.
Right. That's the thing is, if I
First of all, it's like one of the most popular national parks. People are going to find me. It's not like.
Left of you.
Plus,
It
you
is
got to like
fucked
sign a
up.
waiver to even do it, so like they know you're down
So
there.
legally, they
I
won't be
don't
charged.
have to
with
sign a
waiver.
waiver to go hiking where I go hiking.
Sign a waiver.
The
Yeah,
most I've had to
sure.
do is pay
Is this
$5
the
for
force of
parking.
death?
You just like
I'll
sign
pay
it to
$5
like.
for parking, but that's the line. No waivers.
You're
No
right.
fucking.
Right.
I'm not.
I will
signing
go
away
to the
my life
overpriced
to the
resort
national
and eat
park
the rainbow
system.
trout.
What do you think
My
you're
sister
doing?
is
Like,
a park
okay, what about
ranger, and
camping?
I'm not
What
doing
about
it.
camping? Like camping out in Georgia.
I used to
No-
go
no
camping
camping?
in Lake Lanier, and I've learned the error of my ways.
You went first of all. You went to Lake Lanier. No.
My parents' choice, mostly my dad.
Okay, fair enough.
Like, okay, first things first.
I mean, at least
We
go
were
to like
children.
Helen,
We
Georgia.
destination picks.
Helen is dope.
Right.
Helen's
You can
dope.
camp up there.
Jalen, we've been tubing in Helen.
Oh,
That was a good time.
that was a good time. Oh wait, Jalen, we've also been tubing.
Jalen,
Exactly. Exactly.
Jalen's just
Does that
been
mean
playing
I'm
their
destined
cards
to go
right.
tubing with Jalen and Helen?
Yeah, you got to do it now.
I mean, if
You got to.
y'all trying to like go
A bottle
drink
of
beer in a
liquor-
tube
Oh.
in Helen.
I haven't been to Helen since I turned 21. We totally could go tubing in Helen. I could get plastered in the water. That could
Bro, it's
happen.
lit. I mean, it's about to be fall in the next 3 months.
Got much time left to
So-
do it, but it's possible.
I don't know how I feel about tubing.
It's
you
fun.
sit in a giant tube
Right.
and you float.
Right.
I don't want
That's
to
all. You don't have to think much more about it.
Just kind of, you can get out the tube.
I'm starting to think of tubing as
swim?
rafting.
No,
Swim. I know those are two completely different things, but I just pictured like
don't even
instead of going
actually.
like
Well,
real
It doesn't
slow
actually get that deep.
I've-
into just like, yeah, there's some waves here, my boy.
No, like
Yoshi
Helen doesn't get that deep, and there's actually one part where you're gonna like skid your ass because it gets that shallow, and you're just pretty much walking,
Right.
which is nice to like work off the alcohol that you just drank because you've been chilling in the sun.
right. We got to get a tube just with a cooler.
And
No,
then you
get a
just tie
tube
it.
that is a cooler.
Is that a single purpose cooler?
Can I get a tube to where I don't have to have
Like
my
that.
Float is a serious like. Will your typical cooler float?
No,
Do I typically
Absolutely not. It
need
has
my
no
cooler to
buoyancy.
float?
it has no buoyancy. It's too dense. No buoyancy.
Okay.
That's true.
And then also like, yeah, no buoyancy. Well,
This
actually,
episode
if it has a
is-
really good seal, it actually might float if the water's deep enough. If it has a really good seal, then
Yeah.
it might. But
Yeah.
I don't think any coolers that we have
But
would
the
actually
second
do
you
that.
put a fucking ice and water in it, I guess, and fucking aluminum.
Well, no, it depends on like the how
buoyancy
the
of the-
gases distribute. Yeah.
So
No,
we
no,
just
'cause
have to
that's
get those little packs and just fill it up
cooler.
with hard liquor.
Styrofoam definitely floats.
sir.
Styrofoam.
Styrofoam does definitely float.
Styrofoam definitely.
But is that
But that's
gonna
the thing about it.
survive?
It doesn't have a
We're
good enough
gonna-
seal to be able to deal with the displacement as it rocks. Water will
Right.
definitely get into
Right.
that.
Or
Right.
and
That's
also
going to slowly weigh it down to like, where did the cooler go?
styrofoam
Right, and that's how the
versus
cooler sinks.
rocks.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
It's really hard. Like tubing through Helen, it's really hard to lose anything that floats because it's like not that wide of a river, and it's definitely
It's
not.
not
that
about.
deep.
We wouldn't lose it because of depth. We would lose it because it would sink to the bottom like a rock, and we would keep moseying.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you notice it
That's
too
where
late.
it is.
It's like,
that's-
fuck,
Yeah,
y'all
it's
feel
one of
like
those.
going back?
One of us, we're all gonna have a drink in our hand. One of us gonna finish a drink, be like, "Hey, pass me a beer," and then where's the cooler?
Disclaimer for everybody who's not in this call: Helen is a place in Georgia. You can look it up. This is not a person that we are referring to.
Somebody at home was like, "Damn, Helen like that." Fuck.
Both Jalen
Your body's absurd.
Jalen and Anton have simultaneously been tubing.
And then I and Jalen have also on different days simultaneously been tubing.
What's with me and going with groups to tube? Helen.
Hey,
Shit's
you
been
put that shit on a resume.
Also, for our
People
visual
take me
listeners,
tubing.
Chris, what happened to your lighting?
We need to pay more microtransactions to fully unlock this.
We got to
He's
restore
not.
our license.
We haven't unlocked him on the battle pass yet.
Well, no, the
There
thing,
we go. Hello.
There you go.
Chris
There we
was
are. I'm
the
back.
Oh, shit, he was on the
character
free tier.
that I bought. But I hadn't restored my licenses, so my game's trying to keep up. So like I technically own Chris, but I gotta like do some menu.
Oh fuck! Oh shit! It's that type of podcast.
No, it's not.
Oh shit.
Hey, yo,
I'm
buy the
haven't
battle
even
pass.
drank in a couple of days. This episode's wild.
Fucking Overwatch. Overwatch 2. Overwatch 1's going away. I didn't think they'd do it,
Oh.
but they're fucking crazy enough that they are nuking Overwatch 1. Overwatch 1 will be...
Are you sure they nuking it or just doing a server rollout? Just like using those servers for Overwatch 2?
The game runs like on a different version of the engine.
Oh.
Oh,
So it's going away.
Yes.
that's going away.
Overwatch 1 will go offline permanently October 2nd, 2022. And then October 4th, 2022, Overwatch 2 will be the only playable version of Overwatch.
I'm not saying goodbye to her neither.
So wait, you're telling me there's going to be one whole day without Overwatch?
Yeah, society's going to fucking fast forward like 35 years.
Yeah. And then it's gonna blow us right back to the Stone Ages.
Right? Big Bang Theory, you know?
I need healing.
It expands and contracts. That sounded way less weird in my head than it did actually saying that sentence.
What do you mean by that?
Right.
So, GTA 6 leaked. Did anybody see GTA 6?
I saw them in Waffle House.
Right. I watched most of it. Like,
Well, no.
I was not sold. Okay, here's the thing about me in GTA. I didn't have the highest views on like what the single player was going to be. I felt like the single player for 6 was just going to be a test bed for the sandbox for online.
No,
But shit, they put some. There is better detailing work in this in what we've seen than like in their finished games. Like, and they're bringing back like some of the mini games. Like they're improving heist.
Yeah.
You can sell drugs like you did in Chinatown Wars. Like,
Oh, thank God.
right.
Oh shit.
Oh man. What sold me was them being in Waffle House.
Right. It was Los Waffle Casa.
Los.
Because I'm just gonna go there and fist fight. That's how I'm gonna get my hands up.
Look. If you knock out the cook, you get a free meal.
That's how you get hired. They're like, shit, you gotta work here now. You beat them. It's like, what? You look down, you're wearing the uniform. It's like, no.
And then the guy you beat just
Pull
springs
through
up.
static.
I think the only thing I didn't necessarily
You
like
never lost.
was the fact that we're still going to character switch.
Yeah, it's two protagonists, but we've known that.
We're
so
doing a
for
Bonnie
those who
Clyde type
don't
thing,
know-
Oh, I didn't know. I have not known anything about GTA 6. I didn't even know it was in
Yeah,
Miami.
they
until-
talked about that a few months ago.
Well,
That was one of the first things they said.
Jason Schreier reported that it was going to be a Bonnie and Clyde kind of story set in Vice City, but GTA 6 is going to add multiple territories over time. They're starting off in Vice City, but they're going to add more cities to it. So
you going on tour, baby?
Yeah,
Grand Theft America. That's what this is going to online. It's going to be
for people who weren't in gaming, Twitter, Instagram that day. What happened was a hacker that apparently also hacked Uber logged into GTA's Slack account and had leaked 90 videos totaling up to 50 minutes in content, which is like, so a lot of it was like just super really short basic stuff. Like the longest thing seemed to be the Waffle House thing that both you and I saw, Madrid. That's the only thing I really saw. And I saw like a screenshot.
Yeah, I mean, it was in Waffle House, so it's like, all right, this is going to appeal to the widest amount of markets.
Right.
Right, because it was
Waffle House
leaked to like a fan GTA forum website.
Yeah, I can tell it was like a case of like, is this real? To this is really happening.
The fact that Diablo leaked after that and GTA 6 is leaked,
and nobody noticed,
right?
Damn.
Wait, what happened?
Diablo 4 like was just streamed like the
like 40 minutes
after.
Cash Shop game that's made to be good. Cash Shop game made to be good.
Will Diablo 4 have a?
Yes.
Will it?
And Battle Pass and seasonal content.
Oh no! Well, they have seasonal content now.
Well, let me rephrase. Yes, but it's not like seasonal. Yes, they have seasons where it's like, hey, take your character and try and get to the highest tier. Not that. I mean, like, hey, if you don't buy this thing in X amount of time. But that's the thing about it. That's always good. That's okay. If you get to the highest tier in a game, you should get something. You should get a skin. You should be able to go on to the forums and use that to flex on people. That's good. That is healthy for a game's ecosystem. But what I'm talking about is selling a skin for a month to try and be like, oh, if you don't get it now, you'll never get it again, to get people to buy a fucking skin.
Right. That's why I'm seriously hoping that all the Overwatch Battle Pass items will be available in the shop. Because that's like the biggest downside to Battle Passes for me currently is stuff being in the Battle Pass is exclusive to that Battle Pass. Even if you bring it back.
The whole point of the Battle Pass thing is to increase gameplay, is to create engagement time. That's the entire point of it. It's, hey, we're going to piecemeal out your rewards over X amount of hours of gameplay to force you to play more.
And I get what you're saying. And Overwatch did that with their event.
Every Battle Pass does that.
Well, Overwatch didn't have a Battle Pass. And Apex
we were grinding for them coins.
Apex has been doing recolors in the shop, but what they really just need to do is after a Battle Pass expires, just add all the stuff from the Battle Pass to the loot table. Because if you did the Battle Pass, it's not going to affect
no. Apex's loot table's already worse enough as it is. Apex's loot table is so fucking bad, there's no point in actually buying Apex packs. Because statistically, you're gonna get shit.
Yeah.
Because there's so much shit in the loot pool.
Animation is crack, though. That
just straight up
is up there with
Apex has too much. Yes, but I don't want to spend $20 on fucking loot boxes just to get 12 voice lines for characters that I don't play.
Yeah.
First thing
that I'm not listening to because I'm trying to listen to the game or listen to my friends. Like, no, that would make it worse.
I just hope that Overwatch...
Apex needs to just stop being so fucking stingy with their crafting materials. That's really all it is.
It's EA. But this is... And I'm just thinking about this in the sense of Call of Duty. Call of Duty, every season has like good guns in its Battle Pass with like gun skins and effects and like all types of stuff are in the Call of Duty Battle Pass. when that Call of Duty year is over, they'll just sell you a pack with all the guns. They're like, you like SMGs? Here's just all the fucking SMGs that you can get. And you can just buy that if you want that, or you can interact with the battle pass and like buy packs and like do special events and stuff, or you can just wait and just buy what you want, you know? So I'm just hoping, because that's a mistake. Even Fortnite is locking itself out of so much like character potential. If they would bring back Spider-Man that was part of the battle pass, people would buy that. If they'd bring back Darth Vader's gone, like Darth Vader, that Indiana Jones, the Mandalorian. There are so many of these battle pass exclusive characters that people would straight up buy, but the fact that they were part of the battle pass says that they're not going to be put into the loot pool of the game. Like, the shop rotates every 24 hours in Fortnite, and I know for a fact at no point when that shop resets will they put Spider-Man in that shit. At least not that Spider-Man. They might put 0 Point Spider-Man. Ooh, we're definitely getting Into the Spider-Verse Miles this season. So, because we got Into the Spider-Verse Gwen as the Tier 100 skin this season in Fortnite. And so I gotta hit Tier 100. Like, I did it for Darth Vader, and I care way more about Gwen Stacy than I do Anakin Skywalker. So
that's fair.
Wait, actually, which version of Anakin is it?
It's Darth Vader. Like, straight up, yeah.
Oh, it's Vader. Okay, then why would you say Anakin Skywalker? I was expecting my boy with the long hair.
Gwen Stacy, it's Spider-Gwen. Like, I was trying to use, like, real names, even though they're fictional characters.
Yeah, but that's the thing about it, is you got to say Spider-Gwen so we actually know which character we're talking about. Are we talking about Gwen, Miles, fucking Pete, Silk? Like, who are we talking about?
Yeah.
With Anakin, Anakin is pre-Vader and Vader is Vader.
Yeah, don't dead name him.
Because now you're confusing me with the timeline.
Damn, Chris. Is that how that works?
What?
Never mind. We're not even going to get into that right now. You just fucked me up, Loki.
I'm real fucking sorry about that.
I feel bad for calling. They had to escalate that shit on me.
Oh, man.
Street Fighter 6. There's been a lot of content coming out about it. They revealed the full
fucking
roster.
sign me up.
The beta's coming up. So,
I signed up for it.
Yeah, I signed up. I really hope they give us multiple codes. Because all the betas that give multiple codes for their betas to people that get in are the betas that are doing it right. Because even if you give people codes that they never use, you're going to get people into the, like, more people into the beta. And I mean, Street Fighter 6 is going to have no issue getting players, but it'll be really nice to set up a lobby and just run hands in Street Fighter 6 with the homies.
That would be the best way to do it, especially with what they're trying to do with, like, the way the lobby system already looks.
Oh, yeah. The Battle Hub? Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. You can sit in there and fucking
just play other Street Fighter games.
Like,
you can sit in the Battle Hub. Like, you know,
I hope they let you unlock other, like, games like Vampire Survivor. Oh, Vampire Savior, fucking.
I was like, Vampire Survivor. Yes. Capcom,
yes,
do it. Fucking do it. I'll play.
Actually,
Capcom,
no. Pay that indie dev as much as you need to get them to do that. Pay them.
That would be
Capcom
fucking
paid
sick.
them.
That's impossible, but it would be fucking sick. Can't wait for the next game from the Vampire Survivor team. But yeah, Street Fighter 6. Now that you mention it, yeah, if the beta has the Battle Hub is a place you can go and just hang out.
Fuck off.
Right. There are other Street Fighter games that so you know how ArcSys games, they'll have like arcades as their online lobby? and you go and you sit at an arcade table and somebody will come up and sit across from you and then you start fighting.
Mm-hmm.
Just imagine that, like Monster Hunter Gathering Hub-ified mixed with like...
You can play a video game in your video game.
Yep.
It's amazing.
I mean,
While
video
watching
games,
a video game.
online games need good hubs. That's always the thing. Like if you're, that's one of my requirements for your MMO. If you're going to be massively multiplayer and online, you need a hub area. I need a place to flex.
You need to have...
There's got to be a place where I can be seen so I can flex.
Yep.
Or what am I playing the game for?
Have cool shit there to do. Like that's the thing. Just having little shit that you can do and playing another game is the perfect idea.
You can be social and you can play another game. Or just play the game you bought.
What they need to do is they need to let you play the Street Fighter Anniversary Collection and the Capcom Fighting Collection. That's the list of games between those two collections that Capcom has put out. That's the list of games that you need in the Battle Hub playable.
What if this is how they give us Marvel vs. Capcom 2?
That could fucking work. Actually, fuck all that shit.
Speaking of that,
Give me Marvel vs. Capcom 2 and Street Fighter 6. I don't need anything else.
I wasn't joking. I was dead serious.
I would say we're not going to get Marvel vs. Capcom 2. This is what
don't
we're
you say that.
No, I'm saying it. I'm saying it. We're not going to get. I'm saying it. We're not going to get that because we're going to get Capcom versus SNK.
Ooh.
Both producers already want to do a revival for it. So the best way to sow the seeds for your Capcom versus SNK revival is putting an SNK character in Street Fighter 6 and letting us play Capcom versus SNK.
So
for sure,
Arcade 1-Up
shit too.
Arcade 1-Up has revitalized my hope for us getting a modern port of Marvel vs. Capcom 2 because they just did a run of Marvel vs. Capcom 2 cabinets. Like in 2022, Arcade 1-Up has put out new Marvel vs. Capcom 2 cabinets. So if Disney and Marvel and Capcom and all the licenses have allowed them to put this game out in a way that people can buy and allocate the resources correctly, I have a feeling we're going to get Marvel vs. Capcom 2 as a digital release. Because at this point,
about it.
I'm going to say right now, I doubt it because of the way Disney did Infinite. Just straight up.
You want to know what would make people forget Infinite?
Shit, Disney's out here throwing around fucking the games bread now.
Yeah,
they seem to be all
Disney
on board.
Is really going around and just like, please make games, and they are actually like the Disney Afternoon Collection.
Oh, actually, no. Actually, I am 100% wrong. They're already in talks about doing it. So apparently, I'm already been proven wrong. I still do not have high hopes for Disney, though. I will always be cynical about Disney to the day I fucking die.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. But Disney's games have been hitting. Like
but that's the thing about it is Disney games have to hit because ever since Disney... Because that's the thing about it is Disney fumbled basically the bag on... Quackers. Right, fumbled the bag on literally every single property game-wise they've had since
but that was pre-modern Disney.
That wasn't pre-modern... I don't.
As a person who wants to play Marvel Spider-Man on their Steam Deck the second you get it.
Well, yeah. But guess what?
That's a Disney game. Because Disney owns Marvel and it's Marvel games. That Disney D23 Games Showcase where they showed Marvel and like Disney doesn't develop games anymore. I had this same conversation with D on Table Cheese a couple weeks ago.
That's how they But the thing about it is you have to remember that's how they fumbled the bag in the fucking first place. Why would you sign a 10-year exclusivity deal with EA? Why would you do that? Why would you do that?
Right, but that is still pre-modern Disney. Now modern
That's the thing about it is I don't see this. I think this whole idea that there's been a shift is cap.
Well,
I think Disney. I don't think we should try and split this into era. They fumbled the bag, and they're just recently not fucking up.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing was, they closed, they canceled, they like stopped doing games for a while, and then they started back. That's why I feel like it's fair to do a comparison.
But that's the thing. No, because when they stopped doing games, that's when they signed the EA. That's when they fucked up. That's when they signed the EA deal.
Right.
Yeah, and now they've seen the error of their ways.
Right.
And they're like, yeah, let's get back to getting this bread.
Right. Because
honestly,
Guardians, Spider-Man, Star Wars Jedi Survivor, this Cuphead-like Disney game that's coming out that I can never remember the name of. The Disney
they had a whole fucking showcase.
Yeah, they had Disney had a legitimate entire fucking game showcase.
And what I'm saying is I only actually expect 3 of those games to be good. Decent at best.
I have more faith in them.
I don't have high hopes for a lot of those games.
Like, most of those games are going to be mid at best.
Okay. But
at best.
So it's like Konami. Konami is in a place where we realistically could get a Metal Gear Solid 1 through 4 collection on current gen consoles. That's the kind of Konami we're dealing with right now. The same way we're dealing with
the idea that I'm going to tell you right now, modern remakes and ports don't hold water for me like that. As far as I'm concerned, we don't have any good ideas for anything. I don't have any good ideas. Here's something you already like.
That's fine.
It's less of that. Especially with remasters,
I will take it.
It gives you a chance to play it. Like people who took a gaming gap or just like, oh, I wasn't around back then to play this game.
I would say just make it available.
I can play it.
Why remake it?
I would rather have a remaster.
Yeah.
I'm like, if they're going to go in and touch it up, please do that. I don't want my eyes to fucking bleed because of the low polygon
don't remake it. Like, that's not what I'm saying. Like, because Nintendo will do the remake, and I guess Sony...
Or you could do a Crisis Core.
That game.
Yeah, but this is also the thing about Crisis Core, though. That's part of the that's not Sony. My bad. Square's favoritism, though, because when it comes to Square properties, Square shows entire favoritism to certain parts.
Alive.
Yeah. Gotta bulk up a little bit between the 7 years between the next Final Fantasy installments. But I'm saying, like, this is also the same company that watched Tomb Raider sell 2 million and call it a disappointment.
They just don't like their Western studios. We know that. That's
my point. They have clear favoritism in it. So, of course, something like Final Fantasy, especially a 7 remake, going on its 3rd revival, because Square keeps doing that every couple of years. You know, it's like, Square's like, oh, we're in doubt. Time to bring back 7. Because the last time they did it, that's how we got Crisis Core and Advent Children and Dirge of Cerberus. Like, Square just does that.
Whatever. Like, I think...
I don't have the best faith in Disney. Well, actually, no. Fuck that. All Disney needs to do with the properties is give the license to people who fucking know what they're doing.
And
let people just make more of their stuff.
That's what they're trying to do. That's exactly what they're doing.
But my thing about it is I feel like Disney is more biased towards the stuff that they already have their MCU versions of. Like, we got a Guardians because we're, 2, almost 3 Guardian movies deep at this point? Mm-hmm. They did Marvel Spider-Man. Okay, look. Spider-Man is a fucking video game staple. If you're gonna make a video game out of a Marvel character,
he's just a pop culture staple.
Right, you're just gonna pick Spider-Man. When in doubt, pick Spider-Man. If you need a Marvel character and you don't have X-Men, Spider-Man. Mm-hmm. Heck, even if you have X-Men, you're still gonna put Spider-Man in it because it's fucking Spider-Man.
I'm
saying right now, game-wise, they've had X-Men the entire time. Why didn't they decide to put X-Men in anything? Because they weren't making a movie on it.
That's fair.
Is there anything in Marvel vs. Capcom 2 on the Marvel side that isn't already in the MCU in some way, shape,
or
form?
The X-Men, actually, most of the characters in that, actually, I'm pretty sure most of the roster isn't actually in there. Like, Spiral isn't in there, Storm isn't in there,
they're bringing back the X-Men. They're bringing back the X-Men show. Well, they're making a new X-Men show, so that's already enough credence. That is enough to fucking justify MVC2.
Look,
Yep.
I'm going to say this right now. I will
'Cause
never
all of
not
them will be
want
part of the
MCU. I just
MCU.
don't have the biggest. I just don't have faith in Disney.
All right.
Shit.
I think we're.
I mean, there's a lot.
I'll say a lot of things, but I am not wrong about video games. Predictions.
Oh,
Which
and
would really be due.
oh, and just to add some
I don't
characters that
miss.
aren't in the MCU
'Cause
that are in
force it
Marvel
to be
Capcom
real.
2.
Mm-hmm.
Doom has not appeared in the MCU yet. Where the fuck is Doom? Where the fuck is Doom?
They're working
Coming?
on it allegedly.
Gambit. I mean, he kind of
He's in
not
He's in
recent.
the X-Men 90. He's going to be in X-Men 97. He's
Yeah.
going to be in X-Men 97.
Right.
Actually, yeah, but Omega Red's not in X-Men 97 because they showed their villains for the series for the season. So we don't have Omega Red. We
fine.
don't have Silver
Oh,
Samurai.
they're not going to be like, oh shit, Omega Red's not in anything. Let's not put out this. let's not put out this
Hey.
game because this
Hey.
character is making it. He's taken away from the others.
I mean, heck, that's basically what they did in Marvel Infinite, though. That's what happened.
that was them creating a game. And this is them just
No,
letting them sell it again.
Yeah, that's all I really need. Is Marvel vs. Capcom 2 remastered. And since it's already in talks to happen,
I need
Like,
some Marvel. I need some Capcom
I'd
versus
love
SNK.
Capcom versus SNK would probably be harder because
No, it wouldn't. Absolutely not. It'd be easier.
why?
It'd actually be a whole lot easier
Why?
because SNK is easier to work with than Disney. Always
Do you
has
realize
been.
SNK is majority owned by the Saudi Arabian Crown Prince wealth, like Saudi wealth fund?
Capitalism
Do not.
strikes again.
I don't think they're going to be like, yeah, no, don't do that. They bought them, and
Right.
they're like,
And they're
"All
not
right,
going to be like,
whatever.
don't do that.
We're just going to give us our kickback
Right.
because this is about to make us money. Yes. Okay. Y'all are overestimating underestimating people's greed.
Right. It's like, that's the thing about it is Disney will fumble a bag in an attempt to make a different bag. SNK is just going to take the bag. Especially with the whole revival they're having right now. There's a new Garu Mark of the Wolf game, meaning that's a free excuse to put my boy Rock Howard in Street Fighter 6.
Tifa for Tekken 8.
Or
Tifa
we
for
could have
Tekken 8 is the fucking hill I am dying on with fighting game crossovers right now. I need Tifa and Tekken 8.
Nah.
I
would like a
need
Dissidia
Kiryu
game that
from
didn't
Yakuza.
suck. Give me a modern Dissidia game that doesn't suck.
That's not happening. That is
Oh,
definitely
yeah, yeah.
that is a flat.
I would
out-
say you're asking for a lot,
Sorry,
but who
Chief.
knows? Here,
I
here's my dog.
don't think. And here's the thing about it. Are they gonna
She's
do
dreaming
Marvel?
about them other dogs that was barking at her. She's like, yeah, nigga. I'm gonna get it back and bark.
But yeah, I understand your skepticism, Jalen, with Disney. I just, even without having official confirmation that Marvel vs. Capcom 2 remasters are being worked on, I could tell just judging by how Disney's been handling their games business lately that is
But-
something that they could make happen and probably would make
I mean,
happen.
Disney could
because it
always
would
has
make
enough money to make anything happen.
Yeah.
But
Spider-Man No Way Home is fucking evidence on film of if you have enough money. They fucking brought Venom into the MCU because they had that much money.
No, I think
I mean,
Sony
really, at
brought
this
Venom
point,
into the
okay.
MCU, and
I
they shipped
double-checked-
him. They shipped his ass back out.
yeah, I double checked the article about the remaster, and so far the studio that wants to do it has approached Capcom and Disney about it. That's as far as we've got.
I mean, this
That's
a
all we
start.
know.
right. I got a game a month for like
But that's
The
also
next
the thing about it.
year.
If because of that, if they literally just started talking about it, we would not see anything in Street Fighter 6.
oh yeah, you're right. That is
Now-
how we fell down this rabbit hole of me saying
Right.
Marvel vs. Capcom.
I've been trying
2
to
and
say,
Street
hey, we're still talking about Street Fighter 6.
Right.
Kimberly
Meaning,
looks
because
fucking
I'm
Terry
a Kimberly
and
main.
put Terry in fucking Street Fighter 6.
Jury
Bring my boy
looks
Terry.
more like the Jury that I liked in
Yeah.
Street Fighter 4 than the
Jury from Street Fighter 4 was my main.
I tried
Right.
Jury in Street Fighter 5 and this it was just
It's because
not
they
right.
took her kit. They destroyed her kit by turning half of it into a V trigger activation. Like
Wait.
literally, V trigger 1 Jury was like, "Hey, you want half your kit? Get hit enough to activate your V skill, your V trigger."
Yeah, because basically it seems like she's going to be a mix of the two, probably leaning more into
the 4. Yeah, like I
4
was watching.
So this is going to
to
be the most optimal version. It's like they're making the best versions of every character by combining some of their old shit with their new shit, and then throwing in a little more flavor.
Still think Third Strike is still like probably the best Street Fighter game. Just
Isn't
gonna
that the
say
one
it.
they confirmed?
Third Strike?
Yeah, for the lobby in what's the one game? They've only confirmed one retro Capcom game that's playable in the Battle Hub, but they said they're going to be announcing more. I think it was Third Strike was the one game that they're like, yes, you can play it in the Battle
I
Hub.
don't even know. I'm just going wild with my own speculations, and I'll keep it at that.
Okay, so in the trailer, if you zoom in at the end of the trailer, you could see Alpha 2 and Puzzle Fighter 2. It was Alpha 2.
Alpha 2 doesn't say. I feel like I remember something with a 3.
No,
But-
Alpha 2 makes more sense because if it was Third Strike, I feel like people would be busting bigger nuts.
Yeah, no, it's Alpha 2.
Okay. Well,
And Alpha 2 was a good time. I did enjoy me some Alpha 2.
what I need is. Oh, fuck. I broke everything.
Oh no.
Okay, we're just going to go back with that.
Hey, you want to play that?
Josh, Alana, you're going to have to edit that part out.
Right, but it like the lobby system aside, which has a lot of potential, everything else looks really good. Like the roster, I'm excited to see like all the character trailers that are going to come out. The fucking like them just breaking down their gameplay, and then like when this beta drops,
Oh, yeah, this beta is going to.
it's going to be fun.
Except for
No
that
grapplers in the beta?
Except for that first showing of it where it was just the logo and we were like, this looks like trash. This looks like they're ruining it.
Okay, they have a better logo now.
Yeah, well, it's the same
Yeah,
logo.
the
They
logo
just-
now is fucking fire.
It's the same
they,
logo.
They made it not shit.
Right.
No,
But that's
it-
the only time they've shown me
like the
anything
outline of
Street Fighter 6.
the logo.
It was a logo without the paint on it. So it was just the metal. So it didn't make as much sense. But with the paint on the metal,
Makes a lot more sense.
yeah. It's not that much of a difference between the original thing and what it is now.
I don't know. It feels like a big difference because
Feels like a
one
big
was shit and the other's fire.
Right.
I think it's more than just a coat of paint, you know.
I think it's also probably a coat of paint, a little bit of context.
Well, I'm looking at the logo on the website, like the current, like with the fire well, it's not even fire, it's just paint around it and the like outlines of the graffiti on it. So yeah, it's just literally they added the graffiti on top of it. I have that in comparison to when they first showed it. It's the same logo. It just looks way better now.
Yeah.
Okay, so our point
No, the first one looked.
Yeah.
No, the first one looked like shit.
The second one is a huge improvement over the first.
Yeah, these are different.
Oh yeah, I was looking at the.
These
wrong
are
thing.
different because one is these are way different. Yeah, because this was just like a fucking SF6. And this one's like IVI. Or is it, I guess, SVI? But it's also, yeah. I'm not about to sit here and describe the logo. Because I would.
All right. Does anybody have one more thing? Because we've been going long. We had a solid episode as far as having fun.
We've been going long. We've been going hard.
I'm going to bed. Remember, you can follow us all collectively around the internet, cheesycontrollerpodcast.com. Follow me on Twitter at Anton63X's. Check out Table Cheese under the FTO Nerd Talk podcast feed. 5 episodes in. Episode 6 will be recording this weekend, so look out for that. We did our first episode in Radic Records, so there's not a video of it because we didn't think ahead enough to like set up video, but there's definitely capability for video there in the future, especially when we have some cheesy episodes there.
Nice.
But yeah, you can follow me at Anton63X's. Chris.
You can follow me as Chef and Chris.
Jalen.
Squid Bishop.
Madrid.
Speedwagon X.
All right, this has been a Know It's Good production. The video version is edited by Lana Twisted Mind. The audio version is edited by Iknowjones. Until next time, keep it cheesy.